So it's another glorious day and another day to get back out in the garden and start cracking on with getting some of these edging blocks down, just so we can start creating all the pathways and actually get the garden back to a garden rather than a bit of a dump ground really. So Mum and Ash are going to crack on with getting all of the edging down. I think they're just going to carry on doing the straight line, and then once we've got the outside perimeter worked, then we'll just start sort of working at each section. So we'll do it line by line. We've got 3 straight lines to go along, and we've got 2 of the little like semicircle things to go, and then pretty much done really. So hopefully it'll be probably about a week's work to get this done, maybe 2, depending on weather really. Obviously if we have decent weather every day, then we can get it all done. So while Mum and Ash are going to do that, I'm going to look at the second set of staircase leading up to the walled garden. Now that's sort of been left for quite a while, just left to sort of fall apart really. So we want to start getting that back together and give it a nice clean. So I'm going to go down there and get the jet wash on it, give that a good clean, and then see what repairs need to be done with it so we can get it back together, because it's such a beautiful staircase and everyone always wants to go down there just to see it and see the view up to the chateau, just because it's such a nice sort of like area to be down there and seeing each of the different levels. So that's my job today, to crack on with getting that cleaned, getting that sorted and getting it put back together. So I will crack on now, and I will leave Mum and Ash getting some of this edging done.
You got what I need, sipping on the potion, all that good emotion, just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat, destined by the motion, loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. I'm on the road, it's my time, taking control of my life. I want to run the red lights, I've got to run this show. You always take me
And that's the staircase clean, and just look how amazing it looks. I can't believe how clean it's come up, to be honest. When I was just pressure washing it, the first lot of dirt, obviously you could see it was all coming off, and then we went over with some hydrochloric acid, left it on for about half an hour, and then done a second jet wash just to get it all off. And honestly, it looks absolutely amazing. There's still a couple of bits where it's quite dark, but I might just leave them just so it's got a bit of age to it. Obviously we want it to look clean and fresh, but we still want it to be in keeping. Obviously this isn't a brand new staircase. We just want it to be cleaner really, and just a bit more inviting for when people are here. And I think now that's done, obviously standing back, you can just see how amazing it is. Like, it just stands out. So it's going to be great to see, because we've got a beautiful walk that passes the chateau over in the forest, and when you walk down there and you look back, the chateau's perched up so you can see it perfectly. And getting this now, it's going to stand out, so it's going to be great to have a look and just see how good it looks. And if you can see, obviously we've had the scaffolding up for quite a while at the back there now. That's because we've been getting quite a lot of the jobs done on the back. So obviously you've just seen that I got the dormers painted, but we've also got that section of the back of the chateau cleaned. We've got the windows painted, and we've got all of the anchors in for the shutters whenever we get those sorted. So while we've got the jobs like there, like the scaffolding, we're doing everything we can, and then when we take it down we can move it over, and hopefully that'll be in the next week or so. We'll look at getting that down and getting that sorted. But now the staircase is all cleaned and all dried off, my next job is going to be to start repointing it all, because there's quite a lot of gaps in there, and we don't want any of the obviously greenery growing back through it again, because that's what's caused all of the damage. So yeah, I'm going to go over that. There's a couple of parts which you can see here where they've done repairs before in the past, and this is like one of the reasons why we don't use lime, because you can just see how much it stands out. Obviously these have just been infilled, and it stands out so much because everything done here is done with cement. So we may as well just stick with what they've done throughout the whole place, just so it blends in a lot more really. So I'll chip these off, and then we'll redo it all in cement, just so it all blends in and it's a bit more in keeping really. I've got the clamps on up the top there. They're just holding on the part that had cracked. So we've got some stone adhesive which will hopefully glue it back together and keep it in place. And then once that's set, I'll take them off and fill that part. But yeah, I'm just so pleased with it. It's just brilliant. So yeah, we'll get onto it now and get sorted. And there we have it. The staircase is all done and the results are just absolutely amazing. Obviously it just speaks for itself, seeing how clean it is. It's just fantastic, and getting all of the gaps all filled in and sorted, it's just amazing. It just looks like a brand new staircase now. So I still need to do a couple more bits. I need to go over with one more wash of hydrochloric acid just to get all of the last little bits of cement off where I've just been jointing it all up. That'll just take the thin layer off and it'll take it back to the granite and it'll be looking brilliant. But just standing up and seeing how good it looks now, it's amazing. Now I know what he's going to say, we're going to have to clean all of the rest of the walls either side, but in time we will be having flowers growing up those anyway. I think we're going to have some grown so far up, and we're going to look at getting some that are going to trail down. I don't know if Shane's looking at having rosemary, trailing rosemary I think it is, or is it thyme? One of them. So that'll trail down, and obviously it'll be nice and fragrant as well, mixed with lavender. So that'll be disguising most of it anyway. So that's why I've only just done the staircase and the side part to it as well. So all of that's all nice and repointed and built back up, because quite a lot of that was fallen down. There's quite a lot of bits where the stones had obviously came out, and that whole top section up the top there where you had the clamps on, that was literally about to all collapse and fall in. So luckily it's all sorted now, it's all put back together, pointed in, and I've left a bit of the Kenilworth ivy on the side there just so that adds in, because I think it looks nice. So I've left a little hole there for it to grow in the stones, and it won't cause any like major damage with it. Obviously it doesn't have a big root system or not like that, so having it there isn't a problem, so it's going to be good. And while I've been busy on this, obviously Ash has been busy with Mum getting the edging done for the wall garden, and again that's just looking absolutely fantastic, getting all of this down. Now if you can see just behind me there, they've got pretty much half of the garden done already, which is just incredible. It really is. The speed that they're both working through it is just amazing. So yep, all of that section's done now. The curve's done. We've got one of the circles for where the fountain's going to go. So we're just onto this section, which is the centre line now. And then once that's done, we've just got the other half to do really. So yeah, like I said, it's going a lot quicker than what we expected. Obviously it is going to be a slow, time-consuming job, because I think we've got about 2,000 of these or so to lay, so it is going to be something that's going to take time to do. But yeah, just seeing it now, it's just fantastic, and we've got a lot of family arriving in the next couple of weeks, so we'll be putting all them to work to help out with the garden, and fingers crossed, hopefully by June time we might be able to look at starting to put some of the plants in. So we've got Shane coming back, who's the landscape obviously gardener, designer for this garden, so he's going to be coming back over, and we just cannot wait to show him how much we've got done. So it'd be good to have him back, and hopefully, like I said, fingers crossed, we'll be able to go out and start picking some plants. So yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed today's episode. Obviously the staircase looks amazing and the garden is really coming on now. Let's get into the exciting parts. So don't forget to like and subscribe, because it massively helps us, and we will see you in the next one. See you soon. Bye. If you'd like to be part of our journey and help restore the chateau, then please join us on Patreon, where you'll be part of our journey, receive a piece of the history and get exclusive videos.